website, www.bachmanntrains.com. You can see the complete product line. So I want to get to the most revolutionary product that we've done in a long time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little sign down, I'm going to put this sign down here so that everybody can kind of see it. We're releasing a control system for it. It's going to start out in HO, and there's plans to migrate it across different scales. And it's something, like I say, that's completely revolutionary, or I guess you could say it's evolutionary. In the past, you guys are all familiar with the O-Gauge digital carnival that goes on. You've got MTH doing DCS, you've got Lionel doing TMCC. There are guys out there in two-rail using DCC. DCC is basically what we put in just about everything. As you guys that are familiar with Williams know, Williams is a conventional runner. We don't put digital electronics in it at this point. But we had a group of guys come to us that are in the software game development video industry in California, and we decided to partner with these guys to develop this product. The product is basically called Easy App, and you know that most of the Bachmann products that we do, we like to call them easy because that's just what they are. We make Easy Track, which snaps together easily. We make Easy Command, which is our DCC system that's made to be simple and easy to use. This is an extension kind of that. This is called Easy App Wireless Control, and what's special about it is it's Bluetooth based. In other words, in the past, some manufacturers have attempted to give you wireless control of your trains with your smartphone or your smart device or your smart tablet. And like a dummy, I left mine in the back, so you're going to see me run back there before we do this. What we've done is we've put a Bluetooth chip into the locomotive itself. Now, when the other manufacturers tried to do this, they used Wi-Fi technology. Now, Wi-Fi technology will work, but the problem with it is you need to have a whole bunch of peripherals to get the signal to your trains through the track. In other words, you need a router like in your house for your computers. Then you need a track interface box so that the router can talk to that, send the signals into the track. And 9 times out of 10, you need your laptop there so you can do configuration variables and things like that. So you got 2 or 3 peripherals, you got a command center, blah, blah, blah. We kind of nixed all that. We've made this so that the Bluetooth receiver's in the engine, and all you do is you get out your smartphone, you download the app from the iTunes Store or Google Play Store, you put your train on the track, you turn on the app, it finds it, and you run. In other words, there are no peripherals, nothing. It's all software based, and it's basically an app that you download and you use your smartphone to run your trains. I'm going to come down here and give you guys a demo of this so you see what it is, and when I'm done demoing, I'll let you guys come up and try it out. Like I say, the neat thing about this is there's nothing you need to do wiring wise, peripheral wise. You just put the train on the track, read it, and go. It has a lot of applications down the road for us. In other words, we see the software side of it developing for, and the guys that develop this with us are in the gaming industry. So we see it going more toward that. We see it going toward doing scenarios, running switching in your yards, put it in, say, some of the product that appeals to younger people, like say, Thomas the Tank fans. They can run a train, and we can set up a program so that he has to go to the water tower and fill up. Then you watch your gauge as it gets down. If you don't put more water in, bang, your train stops. He can go to the station and has to pick out, what to say to get out of the station. So in other words, it's going to enable us to put a lot more play value into these things, plus make them much more contemporary. In other words, all you guys out there, who's got a smartphone? Tell me out here. It's a lot more than when I ask who does other than O-Gauge. And the people that don't, I'm sure you have nieces, nephews, grandchildren that have them, plus children that have them. It's prevalent, and like I say, when you use that and you run these things, number one, you'll see how easy it is. Number two, it makes this a contemporary product again. In other words, when we debuted this at iHobby, every single person, there were a lot of them that I put this in their hands, they basically said, this is really awesome, I gotta have this. Plus I had every single railroad manufacturer in the industry come over and try it and tell me how great it was. So it's really gonna change things drastically. The other thing I really like about this system is, if anybody's familiar with digital or DCC, in order to change what your engine does, you have to go in and you have to know how to navigate, number one, your handheld, which usually has about 40 buttons on it. And you got to go in and figure out what configuration variable controls my whistle, what value do I want to put it on, blah, blah, blah. So it takes you about 15, 20 minutes to figure out what you want to change in your decoder. Well, with this, instead of CVs, we're creating a settings page like on your Facebook or on your iPad, whatever, where all you do is click the little settings button, brings up a screen. Okay, I'm going to scroll down the volume on my bell, I'm going to scroll up the volume on my whistle, I'm going to create a lash up. No more CVs. We're going to bury that under this interface. And this doesn't mean we're giving up DCC. I mean, we still manufacture DCC. We still, support it wholeheartedly. But this is totally different. And you're going to see, as soon as I bring it down here and you see it run, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Also if you don't get to see it today, come over to the Orange Hall. You got to put it in your hand and you got to goof around with it, play with it. It's just so simple, it's scary. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my stuff out of the back. I'm going to come out here and demo this for you guys real quick, and then I'll let you come up and I'll show you what it does. So give me 1 second. Okay, so basically, I've walked out to my layout, I picked up my locomotive, and I put it on the track. The only thing you need connected to the track is a power source. In other words, it runs like DCC on 16 volt solid voltage. You just plug it in, no speed controller, no nothing. You go to your, like I say, you get your peripheral or your tablet out. I'm going to use an iPad mini here just so you guys can see it a little better. I mean, you can also use your iPhone, your iPod Touch, whatever. And we will have the Android platform available when it comes out. So I go in, I basically have downloaded the application from the iTunes store. It's a free app, you just go in, you download it. So I'm going to touch this thing. This comes up, it goes out, it looks for the engine. Finds the engine, I get a little beep, which is okay, we're paired. So all I got to do now is touch this, and I've got my control screen. And basically, I hit start, and I'm running trains. I mean, that's basically how hard it is to set this up. It's basically plug your track in, put your engine on the track, turn on the app, it finds it. People ask me, how many trains can you run? Unlimited. You can run as many as you want. All you got to do is go in and just name them differently. Lash ups will do that. Like I said, the configuration screen, this button right here, when I go in, this gives me the ability to go in and change sounds, deceleration, acceleration. There'll be a lot more on this page when we're done, as far as configuration variables go. So that's basically what I got here, and I'd like everybody, if you want, come on up. I'll let you guys play around with it. We'll have it at the show all weekend long. But think about the applications for this. Think about the fact that the boards are done. They operate very similarly to DCC, so it's easy to make a retrofit Bluetooth chip to put in your existing DCC engines. And think about it across the spectrum. In other words, think about everything that Bachmann makes in relation to this. It's very evolutionary. So come on up and take a look, and I'll let you guys try it.